Alright technicians, customer states that this tire has a slow leak. We've sprayed it down and we found that it's a rim leak. Let's get that repaired. First start by breaking both beads down. Be sure the sensor is far away from where you're breaking the bead. For repairs like rim leaks or patches, you can mark the valve stem so you don't have to rebalance the tire. Use your bar to pull the first bead over the lip and spin the tire off. Do the same with the bottom bead, helping out the other side as it goes along. Get the tire out of your way and you could already see the corrosion on the wheel. Time to get grinding. Make sure you get that corrosion off the bead of the tire as well. It's a good habit to get into going through the inside of the tire with a dry rag, feeling for any sharp objects or nails causing the tire to leak other than just the rim leak or a valve stem leak. And even though it was a rim leak, just for safe measures, I'll be changing the valve stem as well. And once you get the sensor popped off, you can grab a new valve stem and then reuse the same screw from the old sensor and pop it right back in. Go ahead and get that old valve stem out of there and throw away the trash. And wire brush the inside of the valve stem hole to make sure no corrosion made its way there either. Go ahead and seal up that valve stem as well, again, as double security. Go ahead and pull your new valve stem through. Careful not to put too much pressure on it though, as you could break the sensor clean off. Go ahead and seal that rim with Tech Tire sealant to prevent future rim leaks. So what causes rims to leak? One, obviously, can be if they bent a rim, then it would be leaking from the crack or the bend. This rim in particular is aluminum, and aluminum rims tend to oxidize. I know. When I was in high school chemistry, I told myself I'd never need this. I was wrong. And steel rims tend to leak either from a bend or from just general rust. Same process goes for remounting the tire. Use the black part of the sway bar to help guide the tire onto the rim, making sure that your chalk line is in line with the valve stem so you don't have to rebalance the tire. All pulling out the core of the valve stem does is getting more air into the tire, and two reasons for this are if it's really hard to bead or if you just want to air up the tire faster, which we all know the answer is Juan is watching my every move and wants me to get it done as quick as possible because there's always more work to do. With 37 psi on the tire, go ahead and grab some brake cleaner or rubber cleaner. Get your chalk mark off with the wire brush where the rag otherwise couldn't fit in those grooves. And this tire's ready to get back on that minivan. Obviously, this is a small tire and not that hard to get on the studs. Bigger tires are more difficult, but I find it easiest to sit on my right foot and use my left foot as the lifter foot and guide onto the studs. Remember to always spin those lug nuts on by hand first. I'm telling you, one day, me and my Milwaukee Impacts are going to make it to NASCAR. Make sure all the lug nuts are tightened down evenly. Let your jack down and torque these minivans to 125 foot-pounds torque. Thanks for watching The Tire Tech. Be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for our next video where we'll be graduating from the tire shop and be outside with the service truck, rotating and changing 4 tires on a semi.